So one question that I see often is, what should I do with my small mineral rights? If they're too small to sell, what else can I do with them? And this is actually a fairly common situation because there are 12 million royalty owners in the United States. And of course, the US is really unique in that it's the only country where private citizens own the oil and gas mineral rights. So 12 million is a lot, but I would say a large percentage of them own very small mineral rights. And it's pretty easy to sell minerals if you have them in these competitive shale plays, and they're worth a lot of money and they're very valuable. But when you have small mineral rights, they're really hard to sell because you have to go through and the buyer has to go through and they have to evaluate what you have and determine what that's worth. It's a lot of research that goes into that. And they have to present an offer, and then you have to work through the closing. You have to do a title search that can cost hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars. And you have to prepare the deeds, you go through the closing process, and then you have to transfer the ownership on however many leases or units or wells that are being transferred. And it's a long and kind of expensive process. And so a lot of mineral buyers will not buy small mineral rights because they can't really recoup that money. In some cases, the minerals are so small that the recording fees at the county to transfer the deed might be more than what the minerals are making in a year. So there's a lot of issues and problems with trying to get rid of small mineral rights. So one idea is that you can donate them. There's certainly many charitable organizations that would take your mineral rights. There are other small mineral buyers like me who would be happy to just create a deed for you and then just take that as sort of the consideration. And I'm usually happy to take small, tiny mineral rights that people just want to get rid of. They can't find anybody to sell it to. I do that sometimes. But the other option is you might just want to leave it in your estate and see if anything happens with it in the future. But if you're going to do that, you need to make sure your heirs know exactly what you own. And if you live in another state, other than where the minerals are, your heirs will have to probably do an ancillary probate in each county that you have minerals. So you want to think about whether you really want to leave them with that headache.